Hi everyone, welcome back to today's morning report on Friday the 16th of October with me, Rich Pro Market Analyst at Hantech Markets. Moving on to Eurodollar now, and we've had this rally on Eurodollar that has seen this big corrective candle that was induced by that US inflation data that pretty much strengthened the dollar across the board yesterday. And depends, I mean, it's difficult to say because I generally think that looking further out, that the euro is sort of now in an improving chart sort of situation. You can draw an uptrend that sort of links those lows here, sort of higher lows across the board, and it's generally speaking, it is sort of improving on the outlook. That's on the medium-term basis. On the near-term basis, you may see a bit of a corrective move because of that sort of negating candle. Up at 1465 again, 1465, the big resistance. Again, that's sort of been hit, hasn't it, really? I just think that near term you may see a bit of a drift, possibly back towards these old sort of resistance area of 13 figure I talked about sort of a few weeks ago. That was that little band of resistance there coming in consistently, sort of capping the gains, and I think you may see a drift back towards that. And I think if you started to see that move and then another buy signal, I think that would be a pretty decent area to get long again, because I think ultimately it seems as though the euro is now improving on momentum indicators, and you've got that. You could also draw an uptrend in on the momentum as well, so linking all these lows here. So I think there is a slightly improving outlook on a medium-term basis on the euro. I think it's going to continue to put pressure on the highs, and I think little dips are going to be bought into as this whole sort of dollar correction play sort of goes out in the next sort of month or so. And I think that's going to be shown with euro being bought into sort of weakness. So I think that could be what we're seeing at the moment. But a slight little dip intraday. You have sort of broken that trend higher that I was talking about yesterday, and you've got a resistance at the trend as well. So you might see a little drift backwards. Here's that 113 support area. I think that could be where we come back to. But ultimately, there is already sort of a band of support around this sort of 1350, 1360 area that is holding. And if that does hold, then I would be possibly tempted to buy in earlier. But I think ultimately 13 figure would be a great area to buy. But I still think, perhaps a little bit of a near-term correction, but ultimately I think it would be a buying opportunity. So I wish you good luck in your trading on euro, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.